My name is Gabriel Silva. I speak some languages. Today, I would like to talk about 1 week of intensive language learning. How far can someone get after 1 week of intensive language learning? If you tackle the language and you use specific resources, you can get a lot farther than you think in just 1 week. But of course, after that one intensive week of language learning, the idea is for you to keep going. Maybe you won't have time to learn as intensively after that week. You can use that 1 week to get a lot of progress done. And of course, after that week, when you don't have as much time available, you can essentially take advantage of that momentum that you gained. So of course, that no one's going to become fluent or, anything like that after 1 week of intensive language learning. But most people would be quite surprised at how far someone can get in just 1 week. In the description, I'm going to include the video that I did after 1 week of learning Croatian. Basically, I did a lot of language learning in that 1 week. I think I did about 40 hours because I had a quiet week at work. So I put a lot of time and effort into learning Croatian in that 1 week. And a lot of people were impressed with the results. Okay, then I had basically at the end a little conversation / monologue. And it was more of a monologue because in just 1 week, you don't get to do a lot of listening. And it's very hard to develop a very broad vocabulary. So of course that your understanding is still very basic. So it was more of a monologue. It was me just saying a lot of stuff in Croatian, but I think that it was still something that anyone can accomplish. And they focused primarily on audio content with text. And primarily I focused on phrases that I wanted to learn, of things that I wanted to say, and I focused on building a basic conversational level in Croatian in that 1 week. Being at a decent level in Russian before the challenge did help me because there are similarities between Croatian and Russian. They are Slavic languages. And if you do have time to dedicate to intensive language learning in 1 full week or maybe more, I would suggest that you try to focus on intermediate material or even somewhat advanced so that you can really get the ball rolling and you can do it aggressively. You can focus on a lot of audio with text. Try to build a conversational basis and do not focus too much on basic content per se. And by basic, I mean the content that you can find in language textbooks like, learn how to say the time or ask for the time in your target language or directions. That's probably not going to come in too handy if you are learning a language. Because after all, most people will have a GPS system, so you don't really need to ask for directions. You can check your phone for the time. So most of the basic content that you get from old language textbooks is not that relevant for a real basic conversation. And if you are already more advanced, perhaps at an intermediate level or an advanced level in the language, that 1 week can just take you to a new level. Of course, there's only so much time and so much effort that you can put in that 1 week, but you can get a lot of momentum on your side, and you can probably do a lot of great progress if you have that 1 week off of work or whatever. Or even if you do work, if you have a quieter week at work or at school. And of course, many people are going to tell me, hey, Gabriel, I don't have the time. I don't have 40 hours in 1 week to dedicate to language learning. That's okay. That's okay. But maybe you'll have a vacation soon or whatever. Maybe you can use the weekend to put a lot of time and effort into language learning if you're working throughout the week or if you have school throughout the week, whatever. And I believe that, yes, 1 week of crazy intensive effort into language learning can get you a lot of momentum and you can surprise yourself with the progress that you can achieve. Last but not least, do try different things as well. Just one method or one strategy, it may not lead to that much progress. So there you go, my friends. I hope you consider doing a 1 week challenge. Hopefully you'll have the time for that. Good luck learning in your language.